Hello everybody and welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I'm Christo. This is our wonderful game as Genoa in EU5. The time has come. War with Aragon. I don't have a diplomat. Fair enough. War with Aragon soon. So let's test our entirely professional army against Valencia's. Just how much do we destroy them? Or do we not? I don't know. It put all our cannons in the front row again. That's not ideal. That's not ideal. But I think we still will annihilate them. Oh yeah, and don't let Portugal land any troops. We're going to have to go and like hold the strait or something. Oh yeah. So burger loyalty is very useful to us right now. It looks like we're melting them. We're taking 0 casualties. Why are we taking 0 casualties? No, we are taking some casualties. They're just not showing up in the tickers. Still, that seems pretty successful. We did outnumber them, of course, but that's pretty good. 78 and 78 casualties. Oh boy. Yeah. That's a strong start. I'll say it. That is a strong, strong start to this war. And they do not have very many ships, so I think I'm going to send one fleet to go and hold the straits, basically. We finally died. It took so long. All right, the colony of Cape Verde. Now this is another thing we need to test. But first, let's deal with the fact that we died. Oh no, that's not right. I am going to save to test this actually. I want to know if we get naval range from a colonial subject, and I feel like you must, because right now our colonial range, naval range, sorry, gets to here. Okay, gets to there. So if we fought for a new colonial subject here, which I think we probably should, because we're not going to be able to directly get any decent control over here. So Santiago is now a colonial subject. Oh wait, that's not where I meant to do it. Where did I just make a colonial subject? Nuts. Hang on. Is that here? Yeah, okay. That's also probably fine. So they're now a colonial subject. And how much? Yeah, first off, how much they take? Basically none. Okay, that's good. Now, do I get range from... Well, how am I going to tell if I get range from this guy? I don't think I can. They are a colonial nation. Let's see what it says in here. You can build resource gathering operations. Oh, I can't build not things apart from those. Interesting. Allowed to start their own wars. Gives fleet basing rights. Thus extending the range they can explore. Okay. So I think we do get... They get more population capacity and they can use slaves. I think that means they do give us their naval range. But I don't know a good way to tell for sure because we have this land here. Well, once we get an option to turn this into colonial subject, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, interesting. I don't know whether it's optimal to play with colonial subjects or not in little areas like this. We'll find out together, I suppose. The war against Aragon is progressing, as one might expect, very much to our favor, by the way. Might even send these guys to attack because we have all these professionals. Oh boy, that's a doge right there. They are, of course, Spinola. This is a man that we had educated professionally, so he's got some, very expensively, I mean to say, so he's got some good stats. Look at that. Look at that. And he can join a foreign order of chivalry. What was his lowest stat? Military. This gives some military points, doesn't it? No, they all seem to give an admin now. I swear they all used to give military. Anyway, we'll join the Hungarian one because we want to improve opinions with them. A royal marriage for him. We will want to marry this bank once we can. That's fine. But look at that. 110.84. Oh, hell yes. He is a hell of a doge. And now we are Spinola again. We can get our cabinet rejigged and get a bunch of crown people in here. Oh, look at them all. Look at them. Yes. Yes. The crown power. The sheer... Oh, hang on. Make sure we don't just get rid of random people. Get rid of the bad ones. The sheer undiluted crown power. Oh, it's glorious. It's so glorious. Someone with good... oh, There's no one with decent mill stats. It's fine. I'll take you. And you. Crown power, please. You'll do. Oh, baby. And now to command the navy. Oh, I'm thinking a Spinola. I'm thinking a Spinola would be the one to go there. And then to lead the armies, oh, I'm thinking maybe some Spinolas would be the kind of thing I'm feeling right now. You replace you. Yes, you're good, but are you a Spinola? You replace with Spinola. We did just lose a fight here, unfortunately, by the way. We were trading quite well on casualties, but I decided we should be being more one-sided than that. And now watch the crown power rise. We've got all of these. 34, remember that number, rises to 47. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of trade income I was looking for. Yes, as a reminder, your trade income is a share of all the income that you generate in your markets times your crown power. So crown power is extremely important. What kind of stability hit are we looking at on these revokes? 41. Oh, yes, that's pretty good. That's pretty doable. So, I think we're going to take the whole Portuguese and Aragonese and Catalonian coast in this war, which is a little bananas, I'll grant you, but does seem doable. I mean, no one cares about Portugal. Sorry, Portugal. I have a fine Portuguese friend, but no one cares about Portugal from an aggressive expansion perspective, like barely at all. And then in this war, I think we separate piece them, and we can literally take like the whole coast, and the coalition isn't even that bad. We're going to give it a little bit longer because I do need to burn down just a touch more aggressive expansion. Like, we really don't want Bohemia in the coalition against us, but apart from that, I think we can do this. Now, our control over here is going to be bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to be good. But I think that's okay. And it's going to allow us to get all these new places for marketplaces. Get a whole bunch more trade over here. Should be good. We maybe make our own market for our territories here. Because right now they haven't got very good market access. We could found the new market based on Lisbon. How do you even do that, by the way? I assumed you'd do it from this screen. Create market for 4,000 gold. Holy crap. What's that based on? 250 and then scaled cost. Based on what? Just based on our income, I guess. Probably. But that's, we could make our own market. We could also just be okay with having presence in these markets and yoinking some of their cash for ourselves. Also, big day, over 50% crown power. Hell yeah. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice indeed. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a little bit more time, burn down some aggressive expansion on these areas, but we're going to have to find some rebels probably to hold on, almost certainly to hold on to this land. We could also, I guess, make a Portuguese vassal. How many Portuguese people are there in the world? I guess that's not actually the most informative measure because lots of them are in Castile and we're not going to be yoinking them anytime soon. But there's almost 1 million Portuguese people in the world. So maybe I should make this a vassal. But I think I'd rather just have the trading come myself. And I like the idea of yoinking all this coastline, eventually just holding the whole coast around well, certainly this area. Is there a name for this section of the Mediterranean? I guess it's just Western Mediterranean, but and getting crazy trade out of it. Seems fun, right? Oh yeah, right. I forgot. We explored down here, but I never sent a new exploration. Let's do it. Let's send it from... we can explore from our vassal's land. That's interesting. Send this guy. Cool. And yeah, this vassal... It probably does make sense to have vassals, by the way. I forgot. It means they have a cabinet, which means they're going to be stabilizing. They're going to be integrating. They're going to be working on that. And they're going to be developing. So there's really quite a few reasons, I think, to probably have it be subjects rather than directly held. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. We do need to do a period of peace, though, because strangely enough, the main cost of war is actually diplomatic spending to pay down antagonism. So I think we should try and be a bit less at war so that we can do less improving relations to pay down antagonism so that we can have more more money to develop, because we haven't spent much money like actually developing our country for quite a while, really, and I'd like to focus on that. Milestone, by the way, we just got a tech that gave us an extra 10 clergy literacy, so I decided to check how impactful that was. Not, because we're at 100% clergy literacy, which means I guess we can see how much impact does that have on conversion in the end. 25% on assimilation, and the same on that, conversion to Christianity. Cool. Bori? Who the hell are Bori? African folk religions? Oh god, they're migrating from the down here. Cool. Hausa. Is that... No, Hausa live up there. Where do the Bori live? Ah, not from down there, sorry, from up here. Cool. Some Boris migrating up to work in Genoa. Lovely. We welcome all kinds in Genoa as long as they convert. Excellent. So it's going to be shortly a period of peace. I'm just waiting a bit to improve some relations. We need to burn down some antagonism with Morocco, or they'll be at risk of joining the coalition when I yoink. Oh no! Quick, grab what's left and peace out, because Tunis is going to nick this land. Damn! We were going to get that whole coastline. Okay, well, we better peace out fast before any more of that goes to them. That being the case, we could take a bit more inland. Let's just take maybe the fort. Maybe the fort. And then call it there. Yoink. Hang on. I should probably break your treaties with Portugal. I don't think I... It's weird. I don't know. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't break treaties. Let's humiliate them as well. Get some prestige out of it. Boom. So now I think we're okay. Yes. Look at that. No one can join the coalition, basically, apart from a couple of people in here. And, yeah, Portugal, which is irrelevant, and Portugal's subject. Sorry, Castile's subject. Nice. Look at that. Look at that coastline dominance. Look at that name placement. Excellent. Now, we had trade posts in these buildings. I assume they get just demolished as soon as I take over. So in the short term, we're probably poorer. But once we get these marketplaces going, oh, baby. Oh, yeah, and let's look at the trade. How is it when the month ticks over? It looks like it's still staying more or less as it was. But now we want to look to do things like take the Provence. Yeah, we really want to take the trade capital of Provence, if possible. Who are you allied to? Castile. Okay, so we'll need to get them into a war with us against someone else. Bohemia is going to be a problem, by the way. Look at all this Italian land they're taking. It's problematic. Need to try and make sure we gobble up more of it before Bohemia gets their grubby mitts on it, because they are powerful, very powerful. So they're going to be a problem. Oh, and they've unified with who? Luxembourg, right? Yeah, they might start with that actually. But with France on our side, I think we can probably beat up Bohemia. But yeah, period of peace, developing prosperity. So how you assimilate people is kind of interesting, because when we have this cabinet member here assimilating, right? So we're assimilating faster because it's core. We don't have the negatives from non-core. So even places like this, there's some assimilation happening, whereas someone like Pavia, somewhere like Pavia, sorry, Pavia is a dev working on the game. Somewhere like Pavia, because it has this -10 from integrated, is getting no progress towards getting Ligurians over here. But the problem is, when you start integrating a province, it's doing the whole province, which means this area is 100% Ligurian, and this area is now 100% Ligurian, which means we're kind of wasting this potential +205, +20 something, right? So I think we should constantly be moving our assimilation guy around, and moreover, we should be trying to assimilate places with more individual provinces, because he actually is applying his bonus integration 5 times here, which is weird. It's bizarre as a setup, because it means, yeah, it motivates, it makes there a kind of palpable difference between a 3-province thing and a 5-province thing. Ideally, it would balance it such that it's split between the numbers it was converting, I think. Because that is, it's an odd mechanic, right? Well, hang on, actually, maybe it is doing that, and I'm just not seeing it. But I don't think it is. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Yeah, and some of these places are also conquered, so we definitely shouldn't be doing it there right now, but it's interesting. Anyway, we'll work on Asti for now. I would like this city to be majority Ligurian, if possible. Oh yeah, and income. Oh, baby. Income is getting up there. Trade values getting real high, and we are cutting our Diplo spending dramatically now that we are past the proper risk of coalition, more or less. So I think we are extremely narrowly going to be able to get England over 100 opinion. So I'm saving up a bunch of money, and the second we can do that, I will be... Oh, yeah, right, we need a diplomat when we do it, actually. So let's buy a diplomat. We will get Fondaco agreements and try and build as many trading posts and so on as we can in England, because we're not going to realistically be able to maintain over 100 opinion with them. So I think that'll be a valuable moment to just like throw down a load of trade ports and stuff. Ooh, look at this big Ulster. What are you, friendly with England? No, you're a subject of England. Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. England's looking pretty beefy, honestly, this game. It'll be interesting to see how that develops as we conquer our way around the place. I mean, I guess next we should be looking... Whoa, what's happened? Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, big rebellion. Understandable. But not that scary. Will be easy to put down. We were fully expecting that. I have doubled the size of our professional army as well. It's still only costing 22 ducats, which is kind of crazy. If we look at this, I think part of that is because, and it's insane that we've told it you have to go down here, but yeah, goods on the market are not that bad. So we can afford this right now. But yes, we'll go and put down the rebels. In fact, you know what? Yeah. Hey, Castile. Hey, France. Come put these rebels down for me. New law unlocked, by the way, and I think we're definitely going to go with this. We convert people slightly slower, but we tolerate heathens and heretics more, and our state satisfaction equilibrium across the board going up by 1% seems pretty nice. Oh, we already had Fondaco. What are they called? Fondaco rights here, actually. Nice. So now what we want to do is trade office it up as much as we can in all the English lands, which I think that is everything. And then get some Fondacos. Now, Fondacos are obviously very expensive, so we won't be able to build that many of them, but we'll see what we can do, because this is going to give us huge trade advantage in the English market. They really shouldn't let me do this. It's kind of bonkers strong. And we're building it one by one like this because they cost more the more of them you already have in the location. So here's an interesting bit of kind of motivation. Because we're allied to Castile, we keep getting dragged to war against Morocco and Tunisia, which keeps getting our lands over here sieged, which is a problem because these are nice big trading cities. So I think we're going to conquer the Berber coast predominantly to avoid Castile pulling us into wars we don't want to be in. Which is just, it tickles me. Tickles me that that's why we're doing that. Two things. A, there is a war between France and Castile. We were briefly called into it. Castile forced us into it. We just pieced out after a year, and France let us out. We're back allied, back got the Fondato rights with France again. But more importantly, 10,000 ducats? It's a year's worth of income. Oh, baby. I'm going to spend this on universities. That seems like the appropriate fiscal decision. Oh, we can't do it anywhere else because we don't have enough. Universities require cores, unfortunately. So we need to keep culture converting all these places. I think once places are majority Ligurian, we should switch our attention to somewhere else, though. Because as soon as we're able to put down universities in places, that's good enough, basically. So we have reached an important limit. I can't explore because this market doesn't have enough naval supplies to get us around the Cape of Good Hope. So, or is that the Cape of Good Hope? No, it is this. It is this. Anyway, so I think we're going to need to found a town here. We've got quite a few people. What's the demography of this place? Yeah, not mostly Ligurian, but we can... Yeah, it is a colony, but I think we can make this a rural settlement. Sorry, make it a town, rather. I think that may be... 3 grand, you say? Just to annoy the nobles? Yes, please. So yeah, I will cancel the exploration. Excuse me. I cancelled the town. Cancel exploration. Make it a town. And then we're going to have to start producing stuff here that will actually enable exploration. And can I found towns in this lot's land? I don't think I can tell because there aren't enough people on any of these islands. But maybe I should probably also found a town up here, wherever the most people are, I guess. Or no, where the best port is. Yeah. So let's put a town here, and then we can start trying to develop, you know, local exploration infrastructure, basically. I think that would be sensible. I've also got enough money to found another city, so I think I'm probably going to make. Where should I make a city? Somewhere that has a decent amount of population already. Yeah, here we go. Let's make this a city. Oh god, we can actually afford to make 2 new cities. I like the idea of just having tons of cities in this area. It seems fun. Got to save up a tiny bit more, but yeah, let's get some more cities going. More max levels, more max control, more capacity. Seems good. France just took a huge chunk of Burgundy. I think for our next war, we will... Oh, damn, including the market capital. That is unfortunate. For our next war, though, I think we should try and polish off the rest of Burgundy before France gets their hands on it. They're also allied to Brescia, which is convenient. A visitor. An important member of our cabinet right here. It's your ear in your mouth, buddy. Got some sleep. You got some sleep on your eyelash. Anyway, yeah, I think our next parliament we will use to declare war on Burgundy. Because we are, you know, some aggressive expansion remains, but it's ticking away at a decent rate, and we can improve some away if we need to. This is what getting back on track with investment looks like, by the way. Roads for all of Sardinia, counting houses for every city in the country, new city, new town, new city up here. Glorious. Something occurred to me. The coalition's a good thing at this size. This is going to let us go simultaneously to war with Catalonia, Aragon, Milan, and Bologna. Perfect. That works for me. That works perfectly for me. And once we have Bologna, we can vassal feed them this land off Bohemia. Sounds good. So we vassalize Bologna and Brescia, I think, probably. And then we vassal feed Bologna and potentially even Brescia. Does Brescia have cores on... Oh, it's the Age of Discovery. Okay, France is the economic hegemon. Bohemia is military. France is cultural. We'll see what we can do about that. Dynamic courts. This is the good one, right? Because this gives... Where's the crazy good one? First off, 50% colonial migration is pretty cool. Integration is nice. Building cost is nice. Yeah, conversion and assimilation speed is good. And then flat conversion of 10 everywhere is really nice. The good one here... I forget. That's kind of nice. And then the exploration CB. Right, but who does it unlock it on? It doesn't say. That's unfortunate. All right, hang on. Let me use the console to check who this is usable on. Because if that's usable on like Jolof and stuff, I want to use that because we could create. What would we do? We create subjects down here. Does that really deliver much value though? Not sure. This one's good, so explorations go about 50% faster. More colonial range, but this really seems the best. And this one I'm certain is nowhere near as good. Yeah. No, 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 no. Who cares? Who cares? No, who cares? Well, that one's good. But all the rest are kind of who cares. So yeah, we're definitely going to go... I think we're going to go admin, but I will save and do some console testing to check who you can use the... that CB on. It might be only people in the New World. It might be people on other continents. If it's people on other continents, that would be interesting because that would let us, like, you know, go take Cairo and stuff. Okay, so here they are. The requirements of that CB are they have to not be in your subcontinent. So Western Europe. And that's it. Oh, sorry, yeah, you have to have 12 power projection, which I think just means more than the person you're trying to attack. So we could use that to get a CB on Egypt. No, because we don't have enough power projection, but we could use it for a CB on the Ottomans. Yes, we could. Oh boy, maybe we have to take the Diplo one for this exploration CB. Why do we have a religious CB on them, by the way? Is that because I just got Deus Vult? No, we haven't unlocked Deus Vult yet, which unlocks the religious war CB. So why is it here? Are the Ottomans the target of a crusade, maybe? No, it's showing up here. Why do I have the religious war CB on everyone? Is there like a currently active religion thing? Like, has a papal bull been launched that gives us CBs? Society of Jesus. I don't see anything in here that would make sense. Not sure. Anyway, yeah, the exploration CB seems pretty freaking strong. But I mean, why couldn't I could create a religious war CB against this person. But it just problem is it doesn't show up in this list, so I can't say, oh hey, take down Hegemon. Interesting. Conquer cost minus 75%. Oh, baby. Bohemia. You remember those Italian holdings? Oh, I hope you weren't attached to them. Oh, I do hope you weren't attached. That's cool. That's really cool. Why do I have this Religious War CB when I haven't yet finished inventing the Religious War Casus Belli? Is it also in the Age of Discovery advances that I just unlocked? No, because I just unlocked the specific one, wherever it's gone. The exploration. Somewhere around here. Anyway, I only unlocked the exploration one. So it's not like a different one has given us the Religious CB. There it is. How this doesn't make sense. Why can I make a Religious War CB? Anyway, well, we really have to seriously consider going exploration then, because that is a really powerful bonus. I'm just quitting so I can turn off debug mode, obviously, here. That is a powerful bonus. It does cause extra aggressive expansion when you use that CB, but the ability to just like take coastal cities around the world, pretty cool. But the thing is, I mean, the conversion is so good. The other question is, can I right now make a Religious War CB on the Mamluks? I can. Why can I do that? When I don't have it unlocked. There's a hint. A legitimate cause to start a war. Going to war without a proper CB causes problems. Yes, yes, yes. It doesn't say anything specific about this one. So there's not really any point for me to get exploration, because I can just use... Ooh, make tributary. What are the conditions for that? Oh, I wish these war goals told you the conditions. That's a funny nested tooltip. It's just the same thing. Why am I able to use the make tributary CB here? Why am I able to use the religious CB before I invent it? But since we have the religious CB, the exploration CB seems strictly worse, because it's 50% conquer cost and 30% subjugation, up from 2020. Okay, cool. So we can go admin, which means we can preach more effectively, and we get 50% more monthly colonial migration. Cool. Let's do it. So just a couple more things to finish up from the previous age before we move to researching new stuff. Is there a tree that you just get access to? No, there isn't actually. Okay, we do need the pike and shot printing press or New World. Interesting. Well, I wonder how we get those institutions. We'll just have to wait for them to spawn, I guess. When will they spawn? Soon, I think, right? Okay, yeah, 2% chance it'll appear every month. Okay, it might appear in Genoa, 20%. Or Savona, right next to us, also 20%. Nice. I'm assuming this is based on, ooh, literacy of pops. Ooh, that's really cool. Location rank. Yeah, fun. Right, we should also briefly go into how hegemons work. So, where do they show up again? Here they are. So, hegemons are a cool system which gives you some goals. Cultural hegemons are based on the influence, the cultural influence, whoever has the highest cultural influence. And it has to be some margin above, so it's not just constantly flipping back and forth. But if you get this, you get force change court language and assimilate area. Holy crap. Now, assimilate area operates on these regions rather than these regions. Now, it's slower. It's only plus, what was it? Say plus 20? Yeah. I think it was plus 20, right? Which this is at base plus 40, but it's over way more area. So we really, really want to be the cultural hegemon. And honestly, I think we're on track. We're getting, oh wait, hang on. Cultural influence is 476. What are you talking about? You have to be a great power in order to be eligible to be a hegemon. So as soon as we're a great power, we're going to be the cultural hegemon, which makes sense, right? We've unified a lot of Renaissance Italy and invested in it too. So to be a great power, we need to increase our great power score, which we can have, which we can do with more stability, okay, more population, more trade capacity, more income, more subjects. So some tributaries, like Jolof and stuff, would help. Embracing more institutions. Okay, nice, nice. We will work on that. And then the other ones, diplomatic hegemon. You have to have really high diplo rep. It gives influence country and unlocks the diplomatic core. Interesting. That could be good, but not really realistic for us right now. More regulars. We're going to do this. We've already got more regulars than that. Nice. We're going to be the military hegemon. All right, naval hegemon. Great powers, number of heavy ships. Okay, I don't think we've invented heavy ships, but we could easily have more than 7 heavy ships. That's trivial. We're going to have to invent them, but that's fine. Nice. We're going to be the naval hegemon, which will give maritime support cabinet action. Some maritime presence, power capacity. Not that good. Force embargo. Allows to force the embargoed. We can cause one merchant to embargo another merchant. That's right, one country to embargo another country. That's funny. And then economic hegemon. More than 348 monthly income from trade and tax. I think you'll find we do have that. We have more than double that just from trade. Almost. So when we're a great power, we're going to become the economic hegemon. Naval will take a minute. The cultural hegemon and the military hegemon. Oh, baby. Well, so much for waiting to be a great power. It's like 1 month later. There we go. We're a great power. We have a great power status, and we have proclaimed economic, cultural, and military hegemony. Oh, baby. Very nice. Let's just take another quick look at what the heck that means. What do we actually get from this one? 10% less unit food consumption. Force divert trade. Force a country to divert part of their trade to us. And reduced paperwork, which gives production efficiency. That doesn't seem that good, to be honest. War score cost down is very nice. Violate sovereignty. Allows to violate the sovereignty of a country to get military access and food from it. So, for example, let's take a look here. Would it be in here? Or is it a hostile action? Violate sovereignty. They lose 25 opinion, and you just get military and food access, which increases opinion by 10 each. So they probably only actually lose 5. That's funny. And then where's this trade thing? Force divert trade. How often can you do this? They lose 50% trade advantage and trade capacity. Hang on, who can you do this to? Is it just anyone? Surely not. No. Take colonial data for debt. Ah, interesting. The old England-Scotland switcheroo. So how do I... So like Naples. I can't do it to Naples. So it's got to be someone with less... It's probably got to be someone with less power than you. I have to imagine. But that is crazy. Oh yeah, and because we're a great power right now, we get these bonuses. We can intervene in wars, we can enforce peace, we can threaten wars, we get more diplomatic capacity, we get more monthly diplomats, yes. And power projection. Now, power projection, yeah, you have to have them. Trade officers not require you to have higher power projection, actually, game. Interesting. A slave center. We can build monthly enslavement buildings abroad. And it has to not be our religion group. I think maybe we can't build these because we're Christian. But that would be interesting. The quicker our colonial charters can take control over locations. Ooh. I don't see any power projection in here, though. Interesting. Interesting. Well, who do we want to divert trade from? I guess we should be looking at, like, all the markets we know of. Which has the most... Oh, I don't really know what to sort by. Yeah, how much food is there in the market? That's probably a good way of seeing which the big ones are. So Alexandria, Paris, London, Naimi is actually the next one. Interesting. So hey, Mali Empire, can I force you to transfer stuff to me? I don't think I can. I think they're too big. Interesting. Very interesting. I can violate their sovereignty though. Interesting. We can get Fungdagdo rights on them, but that won't help us because we need the opinion. Okay, and what's the other one? Divert trade, soldiers as workforce, which increases construction speed by 33%. That's kind of cool. And then, oh yeah, assimilate area. I forgot about the most important one. Assimilate area. Oh, baby. There we go. Oh, it's bugged. Graphically bugged. Maybe it won't be next month. Maybe it'll reset at the end of the month. No, it's still bugged. That's unfortunate. But it is applying. Well, actually, I don't know. Is it applying? Is it working? Yes, it's working. Oh, that's so good. Look at that. And we can see where we are the majority in the different places. Oh, that's really cool. So we can now assimilate whole regions. All of Sardinia. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Well, yeah, let's focus on Piedmont and Lombardy to start with, I think. This is where we have lots of our kind of big cities. But yeah, switch off this. So there will... Oh, only one person can do it at once. Okay. So that's less good than I thought, but still really good. We should work to have the head of our cabinet be our Diplo person. Really. All right, so the one that's integrating... Or the one that's assimilating, rather. Maybe I should switch you to integrating. Because we have, I think, with the assimilate area, we have just radically increased the amount of effective assimilation that we are carrying out. Nice. Right, I'm just going to go report that bug. Oh, we slipped back down again. We need to get a bit more. Just a bit more. But dropping back down is actually kind of good. Because right now, good moment to make a takedown hegemon, Wargol. So I am going to build a spy network on Bohemia. Because that would be... I mean, that would be a get. Being able to take loads of their Italian land really cheaply would be really good. Oh, okay. In Branicchio, in the Papal States, is where it has appeared. That's a pretty good place for it to appear, honestly. For us, I think. I mean, that should spread to us pretty fast because we were one of the valid places for it to spawn. 5% a month here. 5% a month here. Very nice. Let's wait a month and then we can see to any of our other cities that it's spreading to. Oh yes, I am sending explorers to die. Exploring when they're too old. But that's okay. They're past the point of usefulness. And there is Men-at-Arms levies, which will upgrade our... I think that's noble levies, are partly Men-at-Arms. Which are Men-at-Arms? Oh, it's burghers and clerics. Nice. I can't remember how much of an upgrade they are. I think they lack a minus 10% strength penalty. So that's quite a bit better. We have a lot of burghers and clerics, to be sure. So that's nice. Right, so it's a new month, so we should now be able to see where it's spreading to. Oh yeah, all of these provinces. Very nice. It's also spreading down here, but that's a good collection. And that's all based on could have spawned, right? Yeah. Nice. Very nice indeed. Pike and shots appearing up in... What is this? This is one of the Prague subjects, I think. Okay. Well, that one is not going to spread to us, I don't think. Not by default, because we couldn't have spawned it. So we're basically going to have to wait for it to reach either Krakow or Prague, as I might call it, and then we will be able to just trade with them. And once it's in the market capital, we can get it down into our market capital pretty quickly. which should be fine. Oh, we can put more marketplaces in Venice. Beautiful. God, there's so many buildings we nicked off them here. It's glorious. Oh, we're the hegemon again. I kind of don't want to be. I want to use this CB, but I'm obviously not going to... I mean, there isn't really a way for me to get rid of it. So it's interesting that assimilate area motivates you to conquer areas one area at a time. If you see what I mean. Because it's much more efficient if you're in the whole area. Like right now, what I really want is just to get, hey, we've done it! Over 50% in Pavia. Nice! Which means now I can go ahead and build an armory. 4 of them. Hell yes. And a university. Amazing. I think here is also approaching. No, only 18% here. These aren't towns, are they? I mean, yeah, towns or cities. Cool. So now we need Cremona and Lodi and Parma. But Parma is not in this region, I don't think. No, it isn't. So we'll need to do Parma separately. But yeah. As soon as we get these places majority, it's like, welcome to the army, boys. And the army, oh, it's swelling. It's swelling very nicely. Give me another crown person in charge, please. Who's the best? Honestly, they're all pretty bad, but I really want the crown power. Okay, this is gamey, but you only get the opportunity to do this once, right? Our great power status is partly based on our monthly income. So what if I just made less money for 1 month? Do you think that would work? I think it might work. I think it just might work. Let's see. Ah, it didn't drop. Monthly income down to 51. I mean, we could go more extreme. We could stop trading. I think I'm gonna. Oh, it's not enough. Even if we drop it all down, it's not enough. That's a shame. Well, we should probably start making money again, because this is... it hurts. It hurts deeply to not be making all this trade money that we very much deserve. And it'll be hurting our pops and stuff as well, so... Oh, but it would be such a good CV. No, okay, commit to the bit, commit to the bit. 1 more month. Drop everything down. That's a really funny timed event. Yeah, we're going to reduce trade investments. Sorry, I paused as I was saying it. And we got printing press. Hell yes. That's nice. But yeah, that was enough. We are the 13th great power, which means we're not a great power, which means we should lose hegemon, I believe. We're still on the list. Let's see, next month if we lose it. If it doesn't work next month, I might even go back a save because we lost like 1,000 ducats doing this shenanigans. But I assume next month we will cease being a great power. Because a great power, oh, here we go. We started losing it. In 3 months, we'll lose our status. Okay, France is economic hegemon. We can wait it out 3 months. There we go. Bohemia claims the military hegemon status. We create CB, take down hegemon, which starts building the thing, and then we make all our money back. It cost us some money, and it's really cheesy. Like, I'm not going to do that again. But there is very few situations where it would be possible to do that cheese. What do you mean 167 capacity? There we go. Okay, God, I thought somehow it had killed all my capacity and I freaked out. Anyway, yeah, we're not going to get many opportunities to do that because being right on the cusp of becoming a hegemon as you border a hegemon that has loads of land you want is obviously not something that happens on the regular, but that is, that's pretty funny. It's pretty funny for me as a way to get a really good CB. So we're building that CB. We're also building a make tributary on Jolof here. And we're going to try and make all these people tributaries if possible. Right. War with Bohemia, huh? I wonder if that's going to be winnable. With France's help, I think we can do it. Also, we have a big professional army. Nice. There we go. We did manage to get the whole Canary Islands all to ourselves. Now the question becomes, do we hold on to it with essentially zero control? I think the answer is yes, actually, so that I can try and build up some degree of like naval supplies. And what do you need? Naval supplies, tools, We'll want some marketplaces, library, counting house, wharf. Obviously, we don't have the people for this, but they'll come. Distillers. What else do you need for explorations? I think those are most of the items. I think well, maybe now I've started building those things, I can say, hey, be a colonial subject, and we can still send them out from here. It's really weird that you can't build buildings in your colonial subjects, like normal buildings. I might change that, actually. It's probably quite easy to mod. I think we should go with the new colonial subject mechanics, really. It is still building these things, so that's good. The problem is our subjects are very disloyal. Especially our colonial subjects. Why are you so much more loyal than this guy? Power relative to overall is the same. Opinion is like 2 points different. Is it just bugged? These two numbers are... Oh, no representation is upsetting you way less. Why? I guess probably it trends towards 20. But yeah, I mean, these guys are already so disloyal. When we're not doing any diplo spending, they're right on the edge of being in basically open rebellion. Which is not good. God, this stats on this guy. He's only 30. We're going to have him for ages. It's glorious. Oh, okay, and there we are. Back at being the hegemon. Nice. Great power status is back. You can go back to assimilate area on this lot. Good. Although I think someone else, because the other area is Emilia Romagna, right, which we don't own very much of. So someone else who's got a decent diplo stat like you. Come assimilate Parma. So I want to be able to build, you know, military buildings in Parma. And then you're working on Cremona, but also all the rest of this region. Perfect. Whoa, in fact, look at this. With all that integration we've done, we got a load of extra diplo capacity. Hell yes. Accepting Catalan. Seems like a very good idea. Let's tolerate Catalan so they're less mad at us. Because we've got a lot of Catalan people. And then Portuguese as well. Can't really afford that. Sardinian. We never even tolerated Sardinian. Yeah, let's tolerate Sardinian as well. Cheer people up. Get some more levies out of people. Should be good. And France is a diplomatic hegemon. Cool. Oh yeah, so divert trade. Hey, Naples. Can I demand you divert trade to me? Need a diplomat. Built a bunch of new cities over here, by the way, which I will turn into market centers so we can start yoinking more value out of these lots. Glorious. Okay, so here are the people we can force to divert trade to us. And I wonder what it's defined by. Is it great power? I don't know if I can see other people's great power score. It's probably power projection, I think. Is there a power projection in map mode? Yes. Okay, that's not very informative. Okay, ours is 15. Hungary's is 7, so it's not that. Otherwise, we'd be able to do it to Hungary. Oh, hang on. Maybe the power projection map would be more informative if we didn't have that open. No. Still an interesting shades of green. Is it... Can't be great power score, because we're 9th. Can't be, like, trade capacity. I really don't know what it could be. But anyway, so we're looking for the person amongst them who has the largest trade control. And Atreides... Retinids, rather, seems like a really good target because they have control in these 3 different markets. So let's do it to them and see what it does. Force divert trade. They lose 50% trade of Archer trade capacity. They lose 40 opinion. And this must give them a CB. They don't get a choice. And suddenly, we should find ourselves with a bunch of trade capacity in these markets. But probably next month. Except, of course, next month we lose great power status. Damn it! But we did get it for 1 month. And then maybe the relationship will persist, even though we're no longer a great power. Maybe they won't be able to just undo it. So that's nice. A bunch more trade money. I assume we can't do that over and over. Well, we certainly can't do it now. It's not a great power anymore. But yeah. All right. A parliament in Genoa on the subject of making the burghers really happy so we can take away one of their privileges. Absolutely. I don't care about whether it passes or not. I would like larger levies. Because it's almost time... Whoops, ripped my escape key off. Almost time for war with Bohemia. Why do we have yes man enabled when we're not even in debug mode? Is that true of everyone? Yeah, everyone is willing to do everything for us right now. Okay. I'm going to close the game and go into debug mode and see if I can turn it off. Did we use yes man to debug something? I don't think I did. Anyway, I'm going to close the game and see if that fixes it. Okay, we did have debug mode in yes man on in debug mode, so got rid of that. Should be sorted. And does that mean that now I can... Yes. Okay, good. I was using that to I've remembered now. I've checked my checked my bug report log to be like, why would I be in debug mode? I was reporting a bug about how embargoes work. So we have a problem, which is that France will not accept a alliance. Now, I think we can take them without France, but I'd rather have help. So who doesn't like Bohemia is the question. Poland doesn't. Okay. Hey, Poland, do you want to ally me? They don't love the idea. And I don't think they could be persuaded. What is that? 3 positive opinion from... So it's like probably 1 plus 1 per 5 opinion. So I don't think we could, unfortunately. But I just think we can take them. Because we have a very professional army. They have quite a big professional army as well, to be fair. But we have better than men-at-arms. Men-at-arms are 1, 3. And 3 is like how fast they enter the battle, so it's not that important. We have 10% extra morale damage. We do 10% less strength damage. It's not great, but I think we can take them, to be honest. Why have I got so little money, by the way? Why does my trading come down so much? Anyway, we don't need to be spending this much on stability right now, to be fair. Let's cut that way back. Upper Bavaria doesn't like them. Upper Bavaria. You got any men? Some. Let's see about an alliance with Upper Bavaria. And who else? Let's see here. No one else I could realistically ally. I mean, Serbia? Do you ally me, Serbia? We could ally Serbia. Yeah. Okay, let's try and ally Serbia, Upper Bavaria. Call them in against Bohemia. Build up our army in the meantime. Oh, this is new. The Italian Wars. War has come to Italy. The banners of foreign conquerors flock to usurp the great wealth. Never before has our region fallen amid such a power struggle. The die has been cast. During this time, states in Italy are able to defend themselves by joining an Italian league. Foreign countries may create their own foreign leagues in a bid to expand their influence. Rivals and war enemies of a foreign league may assist Italian leagues through coin and men. The leaders of each league gain the access to the Dissolve League Peace Treaty. Okay, interesting. My money situation is getting worse and worse. Even though I cut back, what's happening? I need to investigate. Are we not using a bunch of our capacity? Not much. Some, but not much. Weird. I'll look into that. And yes, we have no active policy. Mutual defense policy, the first Italian league. So the leagues have already formed, which is just us and Florence. Mutual offense. Assured offense. We will always join offensive wars. Well, how do we invite people? Can we invite to our league? Is that how that works? I don't see it. Naples, will you help me against Bohemia, by the way? How many men do you actually have? 38,000. That would be helpful. I'd like to ally them anyway. Let's ally them, even if they won't help us, which they probably won't. No. Lax border, in debt, border distance. Yeah, fair enough. So how do we get people to join this, then? Members cannot become an empire. Medici cannot use join a league until later. Every month, Medici joins the league? What? That doesn't make any sense. wonder if we could get them to be our state bank. I've looked into that a few times, but haven't been able to persuade anybody. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with these leagues. See if any others form. I guess check. Like, is Venice already in one? No. Interesting. Well, anything we can do in here? Oh, here we go. There's the French League. Oh, there are other leagues. There's the French League, the Holy Roman League, the Iberian League, Track Condottieri, cheaper mercenaries. Interesting. The third Italian League, which is Sicily and the Papal States. The second, which is just Naples. The first, which is us. The Iberian League, which has no control at all. Well, we're going to be having a crack at the Holy Roman League. Ideally, we would get CBs. So in order to end this, we've got to have 200 locations, or it just ends after 50 years. And the recommended actions are invite other countries to bolster their league. So like, hey, Papal States, well, they're already in a league, aren't they? So we're not going to be able to do it with them. I guess we could go to war with them and force them to get out of their league. But like, hey, Venice, can I invite them to my league? Yes, I can. Okay. They don't want to do it because of poor relations. But if we had over 0 relations, they would be all about it. They love our laws because we're both merchant republics. Okay, well, we need to acquire a bunch of diplomats right away. Why is my income so bad? Oh, it's because we're below 100. Yeah. It's because we're below 100. Whatever it's called. Legitimacy. Republican tradition. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll get some diplomats. We'll invite some more people to our league. Should be good. Did it say we can... Show me the hints. Rivals and enemies of leagues may send aid. If they're in our league and we make our league mutual defense and we make it automatic defense. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. And then they'll defend us. But it's more important, I think, to get the offense. This is how we take out Bohemia. Yeah. We get to assured offense. And it will pass because we're the only ones voting. Oh no, we get 1 vote each. Interesting. But they're our subjects. So I'm pretty sure they're always going to vote for us, with us. Wait, who else just came in to vote? Ah, yes, the Medici joined. We don't get an option, they just join. Interesting. How are they going to vote? They want to go possible offense. That's okay. With us and Florence, it'll still pass. And then we invite Venice, and we use them to fight Bohemia and gain control of this here Italian peninsula. And they've just gone to war. Brescia. Interesting. That might present an opportunity if they get a large portion of their professional army close to me. I could pounce. Yes, we knew that was going to fail. And there we go. We have 83 burger loyalty, which means it's the perfect time to get rid of one of these. We will target this one because it causes the largest power increase for them. And we will still have capital economy comfortably, even without this. Reduce some production efficiency, so that's not ideal, but only 30 stability from that. Very nice. Continuing to empower the crown, of course. Here's a thing I thought, though. No, they would... Well, yeah, they would let us into their league. So we could leave our league and join the French league. They won't take the alliance, by the way. They want our land now. Probably this land here. I don't think there's any way to see what land countries want anymore. Oh, you can see their stability. Cool, I didn't know that. And you can see the power protection stuff here. Whoa, I haven't even clicked on this yet. How fun. Well, maybe that screen's just changed since I last saw it, because I feel like I've been on the screen somewhat like that. Oh, look, it hits their professional army. Yeah, if we could pounce on that professional army, that would be great. And it would be good if we could get Venice in on our side, because they're not that strong, actually. We did take Venice, after all. I wonder if we probably won't be able to call Serbia against them, but let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Hey, Venice just joined. We didn't even have to invite them. Amazing. Has this law passed, though? They might vote against it. Nope, they want a short offense. Hell yes. Very nice indeed. Okay. Well, stop improving with them then. Oh, I didn't even start improving with them. Nice. Where's the invite to league option gone in here? It was here a second ago. That's weird. Maybe it's because there's no one else who's even like close to being able to join. Verona's joined one of the other leagues, looks like. Yeah. Whoa, loads of them have joined this other league. Interesting. That's like the anti-us league right now. How about you, Padua? No, because they're at war. Okay. So when Padua pieces out, we might be able to get them. Modena hates us, don't they? No, they don't. But they're at war too. Okay. So if we declared right now... Well, right now we can't call the others. Oh, wait, they would do it for land? Okay. Okay. Us plus Naples plus Venice. Venice mostly just acting as a buffer. And then possibly also Bavaria. This could work. This could work. Bohemia is already causing problems there. Spinoza could be an excellent minister. Or we get some prestige. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look at that. Now we're back up to 100. Cost of court comes down loads. Plus I forgot to turn minting back on. Okay. I think the time has come. Here's a big one of their armies, by the way. We might be able to get an early fight there. I've put some generals in who aren't members of the Crown Estate, but they are extremely good at their jobs. We've got navies. We've got allies. Naples won't join anymore. Are you kidding me? Okay, but improve relations with them for a bit should do it. Are we already improving relation? We don't have a diplomat right now. Okay. We'll improve relations with them a bit more. Ooh. They got Lewis and Harris. Oh, no. We need to improve relations with them. I really want Naples to come help. I think it will be quite impactful. Why can't I call you, by the way? Is it just because I don't have a diplomat available right now? I can click here. That's weird. Ooh, and Denmark's joined in. No, but Denmark is entirely inconsequential. They do have a union with who? Ah, damn, interesting. But yeah, we'll get Naples improved a bit and get them in the war. Okay, good. I'm glad we waited. I forgot. We got assured offense passed, which now means we'll be able to call Venice in. Good. Only Venice? Did no one else join? No, that's right. It's just Venice. What's next? Florence is also... and you can't call Medici to arms, it seems. Can we get Medici to be our bank, by the way? It's not here, unfortunately. Maybe they're already Florence's bank. That would make sense now I think about it. Okay. I think the time has come. Pay the men. Maintain the forts. To war. Venice, Naples, Upper Bavaria versus Bohemia. Take down Hegemon. Here we go. Now, raise those levies. And get ready to transport those levies. And we're going to bring all the levies. Even though many of them will be quite inconsequential in number, it is very important that we bring everybody. There's a couple of hundred being raised over in Iberia. We will bring them too. This is where we hit them first, if possible. We see our targets. What's the war goal, by the way? I should probably check that kind of thing. It is to take the capitals. That's not ideal. And what does it look like on this cost? So the question is, the big question is, if we take land like this, is the antagonism reduced by the war goal? Or just the cost? I think it's just the cost. Yeah, it looks like it's just the cost. But could we... I mean, it would be glorious, wouldn't it? Drive them out of Italy. Probably not plausible. But we're going to be able to take a bunch. We're definitely going to be able to take a bunch. I think something like this, maybe. But let's not look to the future. Let's win some battles in the now. 4 bonus on our early sieges. Hell yes. Here's an early fight. There's 11,000 of them here. There's 20,000 of them here. We've got reinforcements coming in. It's going to be close. If we can hold early, we'll be able to do better. Are they professionals? No, they're just levies. So we should be able to inflict some pretty good casualties here. But as I say, there's a lot of them. We're doing pretty well, though. Trading almost 2 for 1. Better than 2 for 1. That's nice. And as predicted, hopefully they're going to spend a lot of time sieging Venice and other less important targets. Right, yeah, and let's get these levies en route. I'm going to go around picking everybody up. Where are my ships that were meant to be coming here? Get over here. Venice, yes, you can have food access. Okay, first battle of the war goes to the good guys. 2,002 casualties on our side, 8,000 casualties on their side. With that kind of momentum under us, let's see if we can roam down here and win another fight. But we're going to need to replenish some morale first. So we'll pause to do that. 2 enemy armies caught out of position while these guys siege in the south. And then we can keep bringing in our reinforcements, getting ready to take on the big stack. It's looking promising so far. Now that's a good one. They had really good morale, so they fought on and on and on and got wiped for it. We also didn't have a general in charge. Whoops. Alright, let's prepare to maybe take them on here. If I walk here, can I then walk here? Yes, okay. Gather the forces, marshal our morale. If we break them here, it's big. They're coming to us. They've got some, they're all levied. They've got some cavalry. We had low morale on a lot of our units. And the artillery are up front. Okay, no, the artillery did fall back at least. That looks like a promising fight to me. Casualty ratios, pretty even. But we've got a lot more men. Bring the reinforcements down. Casualty ratios not looking great. Ooh, numbers beginning to not look great either. Crap, what happened? Oh, everyone's in the center flank. That's such a blunder. That's such a blunder. All right, we'll have to retreat from this one. We did some okay damage, but that's not the kind of ratio we were looking for. Okay, we are somewhat... Sorry, I've got to mute my YouTube video before I'm pausing the recording. We are somewhat back on track. That was... I just realized that sounded kind of inappropriate. They're playing Mario Kart. Anyway, we want to siege the Naples. Naples has arrived with 25,000 men, which makes me feel safer. The big Bohemian army is somewhere here, and a little one has presented itself up like lambs to the slaughter in Milan. I'm going to try and siege some of these forts over here before we move into the kind of main thrust of the war. Trying to get over here, and God forbid, trying to get up towards Bohemia. It looks like, yeah, let's see. How well does the zone of control mechanic work these days? Okay, well, it's not letting me walk here to here. That's good. But we can go straight to the capital. So we should only have to do one siege in Bohemia proper. But we're going to have to break their army before that's plausible, I think. Ooh, even better. If Naples would break their army for us, we are going to go reinforce this fight, even though they've taken a 3 combat penalty. Never mind, we're not reinforcing that fight. But if Naples can soften them up and then we can fight them when they come down into the lowlands, that would be good. Wait a minute. Naples is winning? Hang on. Maybe we do reinforce this fight. Certainly we take out some Danes down in the foothills. They are winning! Go, Naples! Hell yes! Do I reinforce? I should, right? Okay, they're not winning anymore. There's no point fighting. Why fight in the mountains? It's very silly, Naples. You shouldn't be doing this. Ah, God, we keep getting this, getting the hegemony for us and then away from us and then for us and then away from us. Very close. They did win! Naples, you legends! Nicely done. Got them down to a 19 stack now. I'm just trying to be efficient, just sieging with my cannons and a couple of levies. Trying to keep things copacetic. Oh, didn't notice you guys over here. Can I disband you? No, because you're standing next to a hostile army. Where's my navy gone? Oh, that's not 37 fleets. That's literally 37. Where's my... Oh, we're in this fight. Okay. Good. Well, we should win. Yeah, good. And can they cross this strait if we have a navy here? Surely not. Either way, though, let's just hop on the navy and skedaddle out of here. If they want to put 2,000 men sieging Venice, that's great. It's fine by me. Because we'll be able to boat bomb them there. Remember, it's not just that the AI won't reinforce you. Sometimes the AI won't reinforce themselves. Excuse me, don't unpause that. That's, it's looking like we're going to have 2 good battles in a row here. One here and then one here. Very, very nice. I have no idea why they're not reinforcing, but I will take it. So my plan worked, by the way. We are managing out of this little province to produce, sorry, this province, to produce a little bit of naval supplies and thereby start an exploration all the way around this coast. Excellent. Oh, we can also check out these islands. Cool. Yeah, let's do that. And we can do that from loads of places, I guess, because technically it goes all the way up to here. Cool. Well, we'll do that from Lisboa then. Sounds good. Someone youthful, ideally. He'll do. Go for it. Whoa, hello, Castilian nobles. Big rebellion. And yes, we have trained up a whole bunch of reinforcements to help with this war. So this could be a mistake, but I think we go hard, because the war goal is going to tick in their favor faster than I can win sieges at this point. And I like the look of this peace deal with maybe a little war reps and a little release Ferrara and Ravenna. They won't accept it anymore. I tested it. I took a look at what the peace deal would be. Why are you not accepting this anymore? Did I not take this bit last time? No. I need to unpause for some reason. Okay, fine. Something like this and some money. That looks pretty good to me. And it's going to give us a heck of a coalition. Bring it on, buddies. Here's the coalition map mode. Spend the money on the Diplo. Improve relations to burn down aggro. Hungary and France do not care. Declare immediately on the other coalition with Naples helping. Just to get a truce with it. And look at that. Italian border's becoming rather neat. But I think this mighty coalition we shall face down in the next episode. Until then, thank you so very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time.